you cool? Because from the outside looking in, y'all wilding out because you left undelivered, crashing out over wiener, we losing lives over petty mess, everybody just mad every day. You can't be cool. Y'all need to pipe down. You are not a vibe. I don't like to do all the intros and title cards because I'm really a if you know, you know type of chick. I make my titles self-explanatory for that reason. So I'm going to ask you again.
Wow.
Is you cool? Everybody always got you up. You gonna spin. You gonna get your lick back. You need an eval. 72 hours specifically. Get over it. You are way too available with your emotions and you take stuff way too far. Somebody don't text you back fast enough. You crying in the car. You want to run up on them. You checking the location, the story, the deliver time. I know you got some business to do. They ain't like my post. I know they saw that. Okay. They been hating, period. What's new? And you know you cute. Your same homegirl that helped you, consoled you, clapped for you, and listened to your countlessly vent about that man, but turn around and get and repeat, didn't make it to your birthday dinner. Now she worried. She's an op. You plotting on her downfall. You about crazy as hell. You want to know what crashing out is? That's emotional dysregulation. Write that down. That's when your emotional response is something so extreme that it doesn't match the situation. And who that sound like? If you ready to throw your whole life away over some words or ruin your whole day because somebody didn't reply fast enough, you're dysregulated. Not a crash out, not passionate, not toxic. You're unstable, and people should run. That emotional dysregulation that my crash dummies are suffering from is usually linked to trauma, anxiety, PTSD, OCD, PPD, ADHD, ABC. I'm telling you, literally anything can trigger this crash dummy response. To keep it short and sweet, y'all fighting demons and losing badly, and you need to start fighting back. Every time you crash out, you hand somebody else the keys. You just gave up your whole nervous system. You let a rare receipt drive your heart rate up, ruin your appetite. Now you ain't getting no money because you worried about the wrong. You're not in control anymore. They are. You put them in the driver's seat of your mental state voluntarily once you decided emotional regulation and processing were optional steps. You need to learn how to use your feelings like your wallet. Treat your feelings like currency. Do you go around just giving your money to everybody? Every bum that cross your path, you out here giving change to everybody? Are you a philanthropist? Because if that's the case, I'll drop my Cash App right now. No? Okay, then why are you giving the same energy to every person who looks at you funny or got you up? You gonna end up bankrupt emotionally because you making donations to every that triggers you. Spur change. Every interaction got you empty in your pockets. I know you got other places that you can use that currency. You gotta stop letting these bums make emotional withdrawals from your bank. Like many things, they require restraint. You can be silent and not silent. You don't have to show up to every fire just because you smell smoke. If I can press one button to send you into orbit, you're not a threat to me. You're a toy, a PlayStation, a 360, whatever. You're now a game because ultimately I know I have the power to trigger you. Sometimes that silence is necessary and it's a strike before the scream. Y'all out here thinking silence equals weak. No, baby, it's a setup, and you should be scared because sometimes that silence just means I don't have the words, not the wisdom. It's weaponized silence. That looks like composure. That looks like the one who didn't say nothing, but they peeped it all. They ain't subbing you, they ain't reacting, but they saw it all. How about we start thinking, planning, and plotting instead of crashing? Especially the ones in the back who blew up, yelled, blocked them just to crawl back 3 days ago because you horny. You don't have to die on every hill, standing on everything but some business. Why don't you ever crash out about some money, some advancement, some healing? I'm not saying to bottle it up and go journal about it, but instead of throwing a fit, go pick up a shift. It's called restraint. It's called being unavailable for negativity and being too focused to respond. You got too much time on your hands if you got time to crash out. Self-control is not submission. It's a weapon. Make that pain pay your rent. You could be sensitive without losing your mind over somebody who don't got no health insurance. Everything don't need a show. Sometimes the best revenge is composure. So channel it, shape it, control it. Let me put it like this. You might be a little emotional and feel things very, very intensely. But that does not excuse you for being undisciplined with your energy. Self-control is self-respect, period. You don't need no crystals or substances to fill this void. You need to find something else to do. Peace is not something that you can manifest, especially for a crash out. You got to start practicing it. I'm not a doctor or a therapist, and I'm not your mammy, but I am a Who's going to tell you when your behavior is embarrassing. So if you want to use that energy to channel into something productive like a business plan or your personal rebrand, you're one of my career crash outs, losing sleep, losing edges, I'm inviting you to pivot. If you have any questions, email theposthophase@gmail.com. Until next time, you know where to find me. Binge, watch, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.